Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate, or leaving Baldur's Gate and possibly never to return, who knows? I am traveling far away from Baldur's Gate right now, towards the plot. Miracles will never cease, obviously. So, speaking of the plot, I have actually completed the main storyline of Baldur's Gate, and I am now working on this, expansion to it that was made several years later after the original game of Baldur's Gate called The Siege of Dragonspear. Which, but I got rid of the earlier threat to Baldur's Gate, but now there's a new one, and I've got to go and deal with, well, a lawful something or other paladin. And the problem with lawful paladins in this particular plot and era of D&D is, well, they're kind of lawful to the exclusion of every other possible thing. So Kalar Argent is bad news and is running a crusade across the Sword Coast, which is threatening everyone. She says because she wants to invade Hell in order to get back some souls that were taken there that she feels like were taken there improperly. But how this involves, having to invade other cities when she's already taken over the area that has the gate to Hell that she intends to storm, it's all very confusing, so I've decided to fight trolls. And in fact, as we can see here, directly in front of me, this cave is full of trolls. So many trolls. Trolls upon trolls upon trolls. And, we're gonna I'm gonna attempt to do something about that now, because dealing with trolls is a lot easier than dealing with Kalar Argent and whatever it is she's up to. So, that's the long and short of that. So, in we go, I guess.
Yep.
Alright. Stealing myself. There are a lot of trolls. There are a lot of trolls in here. See? That's what I said. A lot of trolls. How many trolls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8 trolls. Possibly more. So, we're going to start with dynamic hair. 1 wand of fire onto the rear-ish most troll. And we're gonna hope that I don't catch too much of the party in that one.
Yes.
And our lovely Corwin here is going to get her stack of fire arrows refreshed. And, yeah, start shooting at, I guess, that one.
You want me?
Oh, every day, dear. Actually, I think the best plan will be to put you back on the bow from the poison dagger. Also some fire arrows. And shoot at that one.
You called?
Do you have a fire spell by any chance? Any fire at all? Bless, cure light wounds, protection from evil, remove fear, sanctuary? You know what? Let's go for a sanctuary. And well, Minsk and myself are going to be standing forward but not actually stepping forward until after Dynamic Hair has done her thing. So hopefully I won't suffer too much for my decisions. Let's do it. Oh, hey! Yes, okay. That went better than I could have hoped, in fact. Okay, me go for that one.
Yes.
Minsk, this one is offering themselves on a platter.
Yes.
Dynamic hair. Take those. Don't mind me while I rearrange things. I don't think I'm going to have the opportunity for another fireball. So, what else do I have in the arsenal right now? Like, I do have a fireball here, but I'm just gonna catch the party in that if I do that. Well, what if we manage to web the giant troll? Let's see how that works.
Yes, yes.
And you, there we go. Okay, everybody. Ouch. Also, web is a very bad plan now.
Thy demand.
Cancel web. Attack the troll that's near death. Okay,
You want boo?
Minsk, hit that one.
Your orders?
Corwin, join in with hitting that one.
Sweetheart?
You go for that one.
What do you need?
You go for that one. And you go for this one?
A wizard's might. I'll recover. Like a champ.
I really don't like what's going on back there. Safana, if you and Corwin would start going for that shaman.
Uh-huh.
You go for that one, I guess.
Need me?
Yeah, I need you to take a potion.
What?
Minsk, I like this one. Okay. Go after that one. Minsk, charge.
Hey!
You go for that
And?
one. You go for that one. Okay! My personal character didn't die, and I feel really good about that.
What's the story?
Grab that jewel and pop it into the pouch.
Oh, you bet.
Okay, that definitely could have gone worse. It would have been nice to have not taken so much damage on my personal character, but
You called?
yes, you. I want you detecting traps, and you too.
Whatever you like.
And also check that out. Skull, ring,
Watch your step. Nothing
necklace,
good comes out of a place like this.
tinderbox. Interesting. Okay,
Tell me. Not a problem.
Just grab the things from there, I guess. Pop them into the pouch. Although I don't think the tinderbox can go in the pouch. No, it cannot. Gotta be useful for something, though.
Yes.
Let's see. There was also a thing over here.
Whatever you like.
10 water star gems. That's pretty awesome.
Hey,
Alright.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah, I'll be taking those, thank you. Going back to rebuilding the fortune. Okay,
Hey there.
Safana,
Right.
I want you to take a wander and have a look at things. The tree is sustained by a sliver of light piercing a crack in the cavern ceiling above. Even in the darkest of places, life finds a way to thrive. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Do you detect anything, Safana? I know that there is more cave, but perhaps there is less more cave than I thought. Oh. Then again. A spectral troll? Ugly. No, Safana, rejoin everybody. Everybody.
What?
About this troll. In fact, everybody just gang up on that.
Here comes 300 pounds of justice.
There we go.
A den of stinking evil. Actually, this evil is not as smelly as it
Not a
usually is.
problem.
We come for you anyway. Well, scrubbed evil.
You know, that line of Minsk's was amusing the first few times that I heard it, but I'm
Rodney?
starting to get real tired of it.
Right.
Okay, what, if anything, was that spectral troll guarding? Achievement unlocked? Dark Spear? With your infravision, you spot an unlit torch in the northeast corner of this dark cavern.
Need me? Yep.
Northeast. So, somewhere around up here? You know what? I should probably save since we went through that whole combat. Maybe if I put the tinderbox in the use slot. Nope. Okay, it says that I spotted an unlit...
I love dungeons. They're usually bursting with gold.
Safana, that was not useful. With your infravision, you spot an unlit torch in the northeast corner of this dark cavern. So... A, how are there corners? Also, this is the northeast quadrant here. How is there... Was, my Foxwine character here is the one that picked up the tinderbox. But perhaps because she's not the one who spotted it? Maybe if I give the tinderbox to Safana?
Sweetheart? Right.
I don't see it wherever it is. Oh, wait.
A den of stinking evil. Actually, this evil is not as smelly as it usually is. We come for you anyway. Well, scrubbed evil.
Why so often? Alright, the light from the torch reveals a half-eaten corpse in an old rusty chest. Okay. Can we detect a trap? Mace, medium shield, some sort of amulet. Huh. Enchanted weapon, a wand, and a star sapphire. Interesting.
Fine and dandy.
Alright, take the necklace. Take the star sapphires.
I hear.
Hey, dynamic
I
hair,
shall.
can you learn anything from this scroll? Apparently not. That is a
with a
pity.
good scrubbing and some bright new tapestries, this place wouldn't be so bad. What's the story? Not a problem.
Okay, alright. Reasonably successful. Not a half-bad cave once you clean the trolls out. Admittedly, in a few hours it's gonna reek like death in here. Rotting death.
You must gather
But-
your party before venturing forth.
Okay, I'm just going to pause so that I can save again. And also so that I can look at the map. It would appear that I have explored the majority of this map. If I can get up here or over here, I need to look at them though.
Yep.
Your jealousy's just eating you up, isn't it? That's so sad. Try not to let it get to you.
Next time you open your mouth, close it quickly, before that sort of idiocy spills off your tongue.
Oh, it's lovely that everybody's getting along. I've got to say, the maps for this expansion are not as well designed as the maps in the base game. What's that funky looking people? Ask her? Don't want to be a bother. I especially don't want to bother someone that looks like her. You want to bother me then, do ye? Ask her. Oh, goody, a domestic. Your pardon, ma'am? Well met, friend. How can I be of service? Asked and given, though I should warn you a pardon is likely all you'll be given. Or, begone, wretch! Well met, friend. How can I help? We've been on the road days, my lady. I don't know how many. Slarnan Kalar and her Slarnan Crusaders burnt our house, hells the whole Slarnan village to the ground. I know I'm not pronouncing the T in there, but I have no idea how to pronounce the T in there, so, We've been working our way towards Baldur's Gate. I was wondering if you could tell me how much further we've got to go. Oh my goodness, it's a we're lost. Ask for directions. I don't want to ask for directions, but we're lost. You should ask for directions. We're not lost. I don't need directions. You've a ways yet, I'm afraid. Here's 10 pieces of gold. It'll get you a decent meal and a night's shelter at the encampment down the path. Or a long way. Best you continue your travels now while you're still able. I mean, I'm gonna go with the first one, even though I resent having to give them some of my gold. But it's the nice thing to do. Yever thanks, ma'am. Would that we had more to offer ye. Good deeds, darn it, good deeds. What they were doing so far off the road, I dare not contemplate. Here we are around the backside of the troll cave. They didn't have a back door. These maps are much more difficult to explore than the maps were in the main quest. A lot more of the things blocking me are invisible in this. Hello, Moose. Okay, alright. Okay, where do I have to go to get over there? That way, huh? Weird. Going to head back to the encampment. Hopefully be able to sell off some of these gems. Hopefully I'm going the right way. We did go the right way. Oh, look! It's Sky! What do you want now, Bence? It's Corporal Duncan, Fist. Why aren't you doing drills with the rest of your squad? I've got better things to do. You joined the Flaming Fist willingly, Sky. You chose subservience. Drills are a consequence of that choice. I knew you lacked the discipline to endure the life of a fist. Or you think it better to die than serve. Oh, man. I don't think we're going to get very far with attempting to throw it back in her face, so, that kind of crosses out both option 2 and option 3, so you chose this, Sky. What would you have me do? March back and forth in the muck with the other Addlepates? Girl! If that is your commanding officer's order, then yes, you need to do this, Sky. If you don't, Entar will never see you as anything but a child. What I would have you do is show a modicum of restraint for once in your life, but you are clearly unable to manage it. Or, I'd have you shut your mouth, you insufferable brat. I mean, that last one is correct, but it's not the right answer. What an annoying child she is. If you don't do this, your father will never respect you. Bringing Daddy into this? That is low. Humph. Show me where the Adopates are again, Bence. I guess I've got some mud to march around in. You have my thanks, Foxwine. Come on, Gold Buckler. Let's see you back to the drills. I'll force her to be a guard yet. I mean, I don't really want to force her to be a guard, but she chose. And who am I to not force her to actually go follow through with her why am I doing it this way when I could do it this way?
A pleasant enough walk, though I feel solitary so far from civilization's walls.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, Dynamic Hair, but
I have many fine wares.
Ah, yes, here's the right guy. I don't really care, so I'm looking for weapons. Okay, let's get into this gem bag. I will sell you all these rings, but not the King's Tears. I will sell you so much. I forget. There was a way to sell an entire stack in a go, but I don't remember what it was. So, okay, close container. I would also very much like for you to identify this amulet with all that money that I just made. Locket of Embracing. Ethsia and Ambrose both served as Knights of the Mystic Fire, paladins dedicated to Mystera, goddess of magic. Ethsia had this necklace commissioned for Ambrose, telling him it would ensure his safety when she could not hold him in her arms. On his last mission, Ambrose sent the necklace back to Ethsia with a note telling her he had met another woman and would never return to the chapter house. Heartbroken, Ethsia threw the necklace into a ditch, where it was later found by a peddler. Well, that's just a jerk move, man. I mean, nice of you to return the necklace, but still. Okay, so gives a caster level +1 to clerics and paladins, and can memorize 2 extra first level divine spells. Well. Oh, Glint is getting a present? Because I don't have a paladin, but I do have a cleric. Whoops. Oh.
An
That was a
army marches
mistake.
on its stomach.
Back in. Because... yeah, you had stuff. First of all, this mace. Please identify it. A pacifist priest of Ilmater carried this mace to warn off would-be evildoers, but never lifted the weapon in battle. He preached that all thinking creatures had the capacity for good in them, and that to destroy another life was to rob it of its potential. His fellow priests, though respectful of his views, did not take their philosophy to such an extreme. Few were surprised when the priest was waylaid by bandits and killed one day. His mace was recovered and brought back to the temple, and the other priests were amazed to find a small diamond embedded in the tip. The diamond flashes with brilliance from time to time, blessing its wielder and filling them with a sense of hope. Huh. Glint gets 2 presents. Hopefully he'll be able to use both of them. Okay, and while I'm at it, just that? Yeah, Yeah, just that. Okay, sell that sword. Okay, do you have anything? I don't think you do, but... No, you don't have anything to be sold. Tome of Ancient Knowledge. Massive leather-bound tome is written in some ancient unknown language beyond your ability to decipher. Inscribed on a small weathered piece of parchment pressed inside the front cover are words that are at least comprehensible if not necessarily helpful. Sometimes it is wise to think backwards. Weird. Okay. I could sell the gold bust, but I'm not going to. Da 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 da. Okay. Want to sell the knave's robe. I wonder why the music suddenly cut out like that. Is it because I've spent too long in the shop? Maybe. Okay. That goes to you. That goes to you. And put that on. Switch that out for that. Looks good on you. Not sure how I feel about you frontlining, but we'll see how it goes. And looking good. Although, I'm just gonna pause for a moment.
What do you need?
Yeah, 2 more slots. What shall we put in them? Well, I'm gonna put a bless and another cure light wounds. And he has another slot here. Let's see, I have Holy Smite, and I think that's Remove Curse. It's either Remove Curse or Remove Paralysis, that one. Mistcast Magic? Any spellcasting creature that is affected by this spell has its casting ability severely disabled. When the creature attempts to cast a spell, it suffers an 80% chance of failure. Creatures can save versus spell to avoid the effect, but will do so with a -2 penalty. Sure, why not? Sounds good. Gotta remember to use my people's spells more. Speaking of which.
Tell me.
Me, myself, and I. Am I using all my slots? I am. I have 1 whole slot to my name, and I have Cure Light Wounds in it. Okay.
Thy called.
And you're using all your slots, right? No, you're not. Shame on me. Shame. What does Shadow Door do? By means of this spell, the wizard creates the illusion of a door. The illusion also permits the wizard to appear to step through the door and disappear. In reality, she is darted inside and can flee, totally invisible, as per the improved invisibility spell, for the spell's duration. A true seeing spell, a gem of seeing, or similar magical means can reveal the wizard. Cloud Kill is way too dangerous. the cloud kills loop back on the party way too often. So, can we memorize monster summoning twice? We can. Okay, alright. Ah, fun time with the inventory game. Alright, save. Since I've made new choices. And... Well, I don't really want to switch out any of my party members.
I shall.
Hey, not a problem.
So... unless I can get up into this corner of the map, I guess I'm gonna go on to the next one? Let's take the road. There's a lot of wildlife in this map. It's quite remarkable. I would have expected the trolls to have eaten a lot of them. On the road again. Hi ho, it's up the road we go. Okay, can we go over here to see what's in this corner? Sorta. Okay. Okay, now that everybody's all lined up nicely, because I'm planning on changing maps, we'll save. Forest of Worms, Borskire Bridge, or whatever this is. Coalition Camp, Destination Unreachable. You know what? Forest of Worms. Let's go to the Forest of Worms. Okay.
Right.
Mayhaps we will encounter something useful here. Hello? Mountain lion just killing all the wildlife around here. But not the dire wolves.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Dire wolf.
Trouble?
Dire wolf.
Go ahead.
Dire wolf. Actually, let's put you back on the dagger. Dire wolf.
Trust no one.
Dire wolf.
Yes.
Dire wolf.
Here comes 300
Oh, hill giant.
of justice!
Well,
Need me?
good night, hill giant. Well, now that everybody's having a nice nap. Hello, mountain lion. Would you like to consume some corpse?
Your
Great
need.
Safana, if you would grab those. And
I'm
apparently...
a woman, not a pack mule. I dropped it.
Thanks. More arrows of dispelling. Or wait, I didn't have arrows of dispelling before, did I? Okay, you know what? Pass the tinderbox back to sort of me. You know what? Give these now useless keys to Corwin. I really should have stashed those in the chest while I was at camp. That's enough space to grab the bow.
Whatever you like.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Why is the mountain lion now? Oh, because it's nighttime? I was gonna just leave it alone, to be honest, but good night, kitty. Oh, well, yeah, that would be why this is wormwood.
I'm unstoppable.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Time's running out on you, pal.
Here comes 300 pounds of justice!
Coogan? Oh there, friend. Word to the wise. There's spiders all over these parts. Small ones, big ones, really big ones. If you value your life, don't venture into any caves you might come across. Spiders do not concern me. Did you see how fast I took out those wyverns? May Timora favor thee. Farewell. Thanks. Bye. I'll be sure to set foot in any caves that I find.
When you live for adventure, you're never far from life. When you're a
What is he
slave who's
doing?
indentured, you'd better find a knife. But if you long for a normal existence and pursue it with dogged persistence, you'll find that a normal life's the easiest thing of all.
That was
I could
painful.
have been a bard. I just never wanted to.
Nobody wanted you to.
Do you ever get tired, Gnome?
An excellent question. What is this? Displacer beast. Okay. Well, violence is the answer. Ooh, multiple displacer beasts.
I'm looking. I'll recover. Fight if you must, but you're not winning this. I'm coming for you.
Well, that was a thing that just happened. Oh, there are 2 exits. Interesting. But yeah, what caves full of spiders, you said? Like that? This is so overkill.
You don't stand a chance.
Oh, that looks like a spider cave if I ever saw one. Let's save. Because Mama didn't raise no fools. Here, spiders. Here, spiders, spiders, spiders. Oh, wow.
Not a problem.
Yeah, they've been living in here a while.
Ow!
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Take it like a champ.
Ow! Ow! I'm listening.
I would very much like to know why nobody is hitting that spider that's chewing on all of you.
Yes.
I've done this a million times.
demand?
Ow! Hells, I missed! Hey there.
Yes? Ha! My aim is true!
Well, that's,
Your orders? Right.
What's the story? Gotcha.
come on, guys.
Aye, yes.
I've done this a million. Yep.
You want me?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Just on the off chance, I want you to have a look
Who
around in
doesn't
here.
like this place? He had a bad experience with a web once. He does not want to talk about it.
Interesting stuff.
Tell me. Oh, you bet.
Just be grabbing that jewelry stuff.
You know, with a good scrubbing and some
Yes?
bright new tapestries,
Sword first.
this place wouldn't be so bad.
Scrubbing and tapestries is not going to save this place.
Hey,
Alright.
fine and dandy.
There's a lot of spider cave going on here. That's a lot of spiders.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't really recovered yet. If you would take a potion, please. Dynamic hair, if you would fireball in this spider's general direction, please. Excellent. Okay.
Need me?
Yes, hit that.
You want boo?
Hit that. Hit that.
Sweetheart?
Hit that.
Time to go?
Smackings.
And
Well, honestly, I have no idea. I don't know that one.
Destruction! Ruin! Mayhem! All the synonyms for death!
What?
Glint can be great sometimes.
I hear.
What? Yeah.
Actually, there's only
What's the
one
story?
spider left, so everybody just pile on.
Fight if you must, but you're not winning this.
Nice. Alright.
No need.
Oh, Safana, I'm gonna...
Right.
Yep, there we go. Can you disarm it? Is it safe? Safe enough, maybe. Ooh, 1 gold piece. A spider egg. Seems like something someone might want at some point in the future, but I don't know that I really want to find out. Let's just leave it alone.
Tell me. Gotcha.
This is the end for you.
Time to end. I'm looking forward to this.
I killed two ogres with a pitchfork and some boot black ones!
You're mine now.
Well, that was productive. Hey, Glint leveled up.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Level that boy up. Ooh, proficiency. Well, you know, since I have him wielding one, let's give him proficiency in mace. And well, let's nudge up the move silently. And why not the detect illusion as well? Excellent. And as long as I'm in here, you should be detecting things, sir. And
Yes.
Safana, you also should be detecting things.
Right.
Ooh, a giant spider leg. How about no? Huh, this chamber wasn't trapped. Another spider egg we're not going to touch.
Hey ya. Okie doke.
Okay, stop that. We do not want dynamic hair going first. There we go. Patience. It will come to us. And then we'll hit it.
Go for the ice pool. Go for the ice.
Fight if you must, but you're not winning
This is
this.
the end for you.
With a pitchfork and some boot black ones!
Let's see how long you last against me.
Get him!
Hells, I missed.
Destruction! Get him!
To battle!
Hells, I missed.
This is a really bad way of attempting combat, but it's all I've got right now. Because it's just too tight for anything else.
Hey there.
Safana.
Yes, dear.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Okay. There we go. Oh, great. Spider egg. Spider egg. Spider egg. And apparently nothing else. What the heck was that? Judging from the rumbling and chittering, something very large has entered the caverns. Anyone else think it's about time we got the hells out of here? Well, maybe?
Huh? Fine and dandy.
I discovered a giant rhino beetle was making all the noise. And apparently it's angry. Okay,
Need me?
alright. You go for that one. You know what? I want you back on the halberd. And yeah, you also hit that.
You don't stand a chance.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, you bet.
Oh boy. Okay, this is kind of what I
called.
expected. Hello, Wand of Fire. Yeah, it's too close. This is gonna be bad, but
Trouble?
alright,
Yes.
Minsk, you stand over here.
What's the story?
Me,
Okie doke.
pretty much the same place.
Go ahead.
Corwin,
Right.
just sort of back up and
Want me?
take
Whatever
Safana
you
with
like.
you.
Hey!
And actually, you just stay right there. That is exactly what I was hoping to not do.
Yes?
Okay, Dynamic Hair, if
Done
you would
and
just
done.
back up into that corridor.
Tell me.
Aye.
Two of us will pile onto the big
I'm
one.
listening.
Corwin, if you would take out
Sweetheart?
the smaller ones with Safana.
You called?
Glint, help with the barely injured. Oh boy.
Here comes
I'm going to be smelling this place forever.
Okay.
Hey,
Wait a minute. Did we? Oh, we killed it. Oops.
I
I
don't know if this bug had a butt, but if it did, it's been thoroughly kicked.
Well,
very much
I'm
so.
thoroughly disgusted. You?
Yes?
How much space do you have? You actually have a good amount of space. If you would take those beetle bits, they seem like they could be useful.
First spiders, then beetles. Best we leave this place
By the
before
man,
the Enkegs
I
appear.
shall.
Ankegs are not a big deal.
Huh?
We've defeated lots of Ankegs.
Fine and dandy.
A den of stinking evil.
Oh, for crying out
Actually,
loud! This
evil
is
not as smelly as it
Never
usually
try, I
is.
should
We
be.
come for you anyway. Well, scrubbed evil.
You know, we'd just like to go. With this whole trickling of enemies at us is getting really
That was
old.
time well spent.
Corwin, I've spent time in worse ways, or better spent that way than dying. Spent time in worse ways. I don't want to know. Let's go. Let's. In a moment. I want to look around a little more. Oh, let's leave. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Kalar awaits. Oh yes, Kalar awaits. These bugs gonna let us leave? The bugs let us leave!
Gotcha.
Haha! Okay, that was a lot. But we lived. Man, my hit points aren't back entirely yet. Oh well.
To battle!
Oh wait, Safana. Since you're able to sense spider traps,
Right.
anything? Anything at all? It's a miracle.
Need me? Gotcha.
Okay, that is apparently a pointless dead end. As is this, appears. What's up the hill? A bugbear. Have I fought a bugbear before? I don't know. Is it susceptible to fire? Let's find out.
You're mine now.
It's a lot of
Catching a
bugbears.
bad case of death. Coming at you.
Stings, doesn't it, evil?
I'm not sure if bugbears are evil, but I'm sure the halberd would sting, Minsk. Ooh, another cave. Fascinating. Alright. Let's save. Oh, and Safana has leveled up, so let's take care of that. Level up. Let's nudge up the detect illusion. And the move silently. Let's put a bunch of points into that. I don't see any reason not to make this 100. I'll just put the rest in detect illusion. There we go. Awesome, but that also means I need to save again, so. Oh, wait.
Yes.
You leveled up, which means you have at least one more slot somewhere. There. Okay, you know what? Cure medium wounds, just in case. Oh, someday I'll get them mistaken, but let's cause some serious wounds. Yeah. Now I save. Okay. What's inside the cave?
You bet.
What? Stop. Halt. Nobody goes in alone.
Gotcha. Right.
Yes.
Safana, I want both
What do you
you and Glint detecting,
What's the
please.
story? Okie doke.
Because I don't like the sound in here. The sound in here is concerning. It sounds like something really big snoring. Okay, another level. A large green dragon slumbers in this cavern. If you're careful, you may be able to sneak past. Pest control in somebody's basement? Maybe.
Tell me. Right.
Safana.
Hey there.
I believe I put the larger amount of points in move quietly on you, between you and move silently 55 for Safana. Okay, Glint wins. Alright.
Time to go?
Well, not exactly.
With flair.
I don't think touching the eggs is a good idea. Is it awake? It's awake. It's awake. I made a mistake. Oh boy. There's a big dragon. What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? What have I got that's big? Extra pair of claws, maybe? Fireball is too big. Let's try the monster summoning.
Hey,
I'm not sure what I...
Yes?
I probably should have used the thief with actual sneaking, but it's too late now.
You want me?
Uh-huh.
Have I got anything? Protection from evil? Are green dragons evil? I think green dragons are probably evil. This is gonna suck. Dying is happening here. What are you doing back there?
Hey!
Yeah, hi. Oh my goodness! We won? Without dying? But I have all these meteors.
Uh-huh. Right.
Broken sword, broken armor, some sort of cloak. Alright, Safana.
Right.
Ooh. That's a lot more than eggs in there.
Need me? Gotcha.
Okay, put that there, put that there. A second King's Tears. Okay, then.
Fine and dandy.
I feel a little bad about that, but I did get an achievement for it. And remarkably, nobody died. Thank you, Green. Actually, I should save because nobody died. All right. What's up
gather
here?
your party before venturing forth.
Oh. More bugbears. How charming.
What's the story?
I'm still feeling a little injured, so I think I'm going to hang back with the bow for this particular fight.
You want Boo?
You get that one. You go for that one.
You called?
You also go for that one, I guess.
I
and
hear.
You, I don't know, go for that one. All right.
Suffer the wrath of the arcane!
Like a champ.
Yeah, that's right. Hit it with meteors.
Thy called.
We have meteors. Hit them with meteors.
I shall.
Tell me. Yep.
Gold. Another healing potion to replace one of the ones that I've been guzzling. Not really gonna bother with the other stuff. It looks very basic. I was right about it sounding like someone was snoring, though. Bugbears use tents? Since when do bugbears use tents? Oh, those are... Whoop!
Your need. Right.
Would y'all get out of each other's way? My god. Okay. Arrow of Ice. I think we have a few of those. A very few of those. Now we have slightly more than a few of those. What else? Oh, excellent. Okay.
Hey, gotcha.
Gem in the pouch. Healing potion into the pile. Now I'm full up with healing potions again. Life is good. And probably continuing.
Huh? Okie doke.
What do we have down here?
Ouch!
A trap! And more bugbears. Okay.
Need me?
Back to the flaming sword because I adore it so. That one.
What?
That one.
What?
That one.
Yes.
That one.
Yes, yes?
That one. No. You, I want to be using that. That one.
Yes.
And sure, more missiles. That one.
Destruction! Ruin! Mayhem!
Oh, there's a third one.
It was just...
Oh. Well, I didn't. Okay.
Okie doke.
That was over practically before it began. Schnorgash.
I'm unstoppable.
You kill clan. Oh yes, yes, thank you. I meant your clan no harm. I was searching for an old temple and they attacked me. You can try to kill me, but I wouldn't recommend it. Or die, foul beast. You know what? Let's try with the first one. I'm a good person, darn it.
Temple priests give strong ash food. Weapons make sores go away. Tell us kill outsiders so they not hurt us. So we hurt you.
Well, that's too bad then. Those meteors are really nothing to sniff at, are they? Alright, gold, gold, gold. Alright, who doesn't have a full pile of... You don't have a full pile, so you take 2 of those. And that way you have a full pile. You know what, take that, whatever it is, as well.
Go ahead.
You take that and that to add to your stock.
By demand?
Dynamic hair, what is this? Blindness? Oh, we already have blindness. Okay. Okay. Everybody who insists upon hanging out down there, come and rejoin up here. Oh, that's a nice trap.
Hey there.
Hi.
Right.
Could you take care of that? Thank you. I am spoiled for choice and places to go. This is a dead end. A pool of clear water glitters in this cavern's murk. Fish glide through the pool, darting this way and that. Okay, well... I don't know. Let's untrap that chest. Let's unlock that chest. Okay, more gold. More gems. More potions I'll never use.
What's the story? Yep.
Grab that gem, stuff it in the bag.
Tell me.
Okay, let's try down this way. Okay.
You're catching a bad case of death.
What just happened? Dynamic hair used up her bullets? Oh dang, this is gonna be a problem.
Ha! My aim is true.
Gold. Yeah, okay, dynamic hair, you grab a potion.
What do you need? You want me?
Yeah, you should grab a potion. Weird how there isn't anything else to loot in here.
Dear.
You would have thought there would have been more to loot in a place that was trapped to get into, but oh well.
Hey ya. Yep.
Wait a minute. What? Where am I getting a question mark from? There was a question mark. Nope. Whatever it was, I've lost it. Wait, there it is. Come on. Dried blood and rust have melted the pile of discarded weapons in the center of the tent into an unwieldy mass of useless metal. Good to know, I guess. I really feel like I ought to save again, so I'm going to. Okay. What's up here? A cultist. Charming. Who are you? Actually, never mind. I just want to get out of here. Who are you? Why? What's going on in there? Or you're not leaving. Prepare to die. What's going on in there? I am a faithful of the mad god, but I can no longer serve here. Strange things are happening. Voices in the dark. And the high priestess locked herself into the ritual room days ago. Ooh. I cannot allow a servant of Sirik to pass. Your evil dies here. I'll be careful then. Farewell. Or go on then. You know what? Let him pass. I'll be careful. You killed my dad. Bye. I have to go. It feels weird to let him go, but okay.
Fine and dandy.
Help! Let us out of here! Help!
Ah, spokesperson. I was wondering. I was gonna try and talk to them before I opened the doors. Who are you? You seem to be in a nasty spot. You wear Crusader colors. I have no interest in helping you. In fact, I should kill you right now. Who are you?
Private Caherim of the Crusade here. We're on a real important mission, and these kooky cultists caught us. Help!
Kooky cultists caught us. Woo! How can I free you? I'd be happy to let you out if you help me join the crusade. Or, those spikes in the floor were designed to shoot up and impale you. One pull of that lever across the room and I'd rid the world of 3 crusaders. I'll tell your fellows the cultist killed you. I don't want to join the crusade, and I don't really want to spike them, even if they are crusaders. Which only leaves one option, I guess. Sigh. Alright, how can I free you?
There must be a key around here somewhere. I saw a big lizard lady. Maybe she has it. Free us, and I'll do anything you say.
Anything? Even like leave the crusade and never return? Can free the crusaders to gain access to the camp, or use the switch in the wall to kill them. Like,
Sweetheart?
Safana, can you...
Right.
Mechanism that operates this does not have a conventional lock and may be warded against simple spells. Interesting. Okay.
Huh?
So I can't just pick the lock to get to,
Yep.
The reek of excrement and rotting flesh wafts from this dark pit.
Who's there? My eyes are gone, but I can hear you, smell you. My Dark Lord sends me company. Speak to me, you who smells of sunlight and blood. Tell me who it is that visits my dusty prison.
Oh, she seems totally sane. I am Foxwine. Who are you? Which Dark Lord is yours? There are so many these days. Or, be silent, woman. If I would hear your voice, I will let you know when I wish it. You know, it's a little sideways, but, which Dark Lord is yours? There are so many.
The Lord of Murder. He who was Lord here before treachery and deceit ended him. Still, though I lost both my sight and my freedom that fateful day, I remain faithful.
You've been there the entire time since Baal was murdered.
Faithful. Though my name has withered to dust in this endless night, still I may be called faithful. Lone travelers walked too close, fell into our nets, and we cut out their hearts. Blood ran down my arms, and I felt the Lord of Murder's blessing.
Whee, clerics! The temple lies in ruin now, and you are caged, your eyes gouged from your skull. How did this come to pass? I am one of Baal's children. The days of Baal are long past. Or, I don't care who you are, bother me no more. I'm gonna go with the first one because I don't want to tell her that I'm one of the kids, and the other two answers don't really get me anything I'm interested in. So, temple lies in ruin, and you're caged. How did this come to pass? The base god of treachery now rules here. His mocking laugh sears my brain. I will not say his name. She can never make me say his name. A new age of Baal will be upon us, and soon. The Harpers stole and slew our children, but still I remain faithful. The Lord of Murder will rise again. The Harpers stole children? I do not believe you. Tell me exactly what happened here. Or speak no more of Baal, or of anything else for that matter. Now, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure the Harpers did, in fact, steal children, because here I am, raised by a Harper. Child of Baal. So, frighteningly enough, this could even be my mother. What a horrible thought. Well, tell me exactly what happened here. What tale shall I spin for you? That of our stolen children, or of our collapse? I would hear about the children, tell me of the temple's fall, or there is nothing you can tell me if you have truly been locked up for years. Tell me of the temple's fall. We plotted and planned, wailing in darkness for our lost god. Then they came, the followers of, I will not say his name. They came for us, gloating and preening, their shining knives raised. I got the best of her, though. I said I would slay them all in Baal's name, while my followers fled. Even the Lord of Murder keeps his promises. I broke their teeth with my dagger blade and gouged out their throats while their bloody gums gnawed at my hand. But she caught me in the end, yes. My faithful were safe, but I was trapped. Dusty bones in a rusty cage. Powerful wards to keep me alive long after I should have died. She took my eyes and tells me tales of her lord's power. She says Baal is gone and No, I will not say his name. I will never say his name. Tell me about the stolen children, or you've been locked up for almost a decade then? It's been more than a decade. I'm more than 10 years old. Tell me about the stolen children. A priestess and a Harper spy meeting in darkness, hiding their passion. Oh, but we saw, we knew. His passion led him to careless speech, and she brought his words back to the temple. He thought his love could be stronger than the will of murder. Ha! When the Harpers raided the temple, he came upon his lover with a dagger raised over her living child. Her gift to raise our slain master. How he pleaded with her not to send her own flesh to the Lord of Murder. An arrow from one of his allies pierced her throat even as she laughed at his folly.
They took our children. The blood we would have used to return Baal to power. I didn't give up. My faith holds strong. Before we could try again, though, the others came.
Uh-huh. Okay, so these are different children than me. Okay. You've been locked up for almost a decade. Well, there's tell me about the temple's collapse again, or you've been locked up for almost a decade again, which is, that's the one I'm going for. You've been locked up for almost a decade. The years do not matter. They did not break me, did not end my devotion. Hey, oh, ha, ha, ha. Updated the journal with the eyeless priestess. Lovely. She's going to be cackling for a while. I need to get you out of that cage. I've come here seeking a wardstone stolen by a priest of Cyric. Do you know where I might find such a thing? Well then, I'll just be going as far away from you as possible now. Or be silent, woman, lest you attract the attention of your captors. You know, I'm going with the second one. I'm come here seeking a wardstone stolen by one of the priests of the god whose name you won't say. Do you know where they might be keeping it? You can, my head!
Tired. So tired. Zeotar knows. She has what you need. I must rest now. Almost over. Almost done.
What's almost done? What do you mean? I'll find Zeotar and then return to free you. Or you and that cage deserve one another. I will find Zeotar and leave you to your fate. What's almost done?
The voice, it tells me this is almost at an end. Soon I shall rest.
Huh. Okay. I'll find Zeotar and then return to free you. Well, that was cryptic. Farewell. Or I'll find Zeotar and leave you to your fate. It's no more than you deserve. I'm going with the first one. I will return to free you, priestess of my father. Go. I shall rest. What do we have here? A warg. What the heck is a warg doing here? How did a warg get here? Farewell, warg.
Ha! My aim is true.
Oh, that was fun. Okay, so this was a Temple of Baal, which means it's probably the one that was referred to. A hidden room in Baal's temple made by Mask. Remember the numbers 3, 1, and 4 is what my notes say. What was that noise? It was a very concerning noise. Oh, a nice little chambre here. With, invisible stalker in it.
You don't stand a chance.
Shadow!
Let's see how long you last against me.
Quite a lot of money on those stalkers.
Whatever you like.
Okay, let's pick this lock. Huh. Nothing that I would use. That's a pity.
Need me? Gotcha.
Okay. I guess let's try down this way, since this is the way we're going. Something strange is going on with the High Priestess. I hear unsettling sounds at night. Hi, we're armed. Cultist. Okay, do any of you have a name? No, but we're gonna try talking to you anyway.
What can it be now?
You're not supposed to be in here. Sorry, it's my first day. I don't have my robes yet. I got separated from the tour. Or, you're absolutely right. Good work there. Now die! I don't have my robes yet. Is that the best you can do? You'd best hope you're a better fighter than a liar. Oh, I am. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell.
Here comes 300 pounds!
Ha! My aim is true.
Well, that went by quickly. Savannah, I believe you could use one more HP potion to complete your set. And you could also use some, I think. No, wait, that... Corwin. Corwin could use some.
Yes.
Arrow +1. Yeah, there we go. Waste not, want not. Okay, so something weird is going on in here.
Not a problem.
But we have yet to suss out what the actual weirdness is.
Kneel and repent.
Dude.
Death to the disbeliever!
This guy seems to be several pints short of a dram. Blindness, armor.
Death to the disbeliever!
Well, we're just gonna pause for a moment. History of Dambrath. The nation of Dambrath was formed out of a barbarian kingdom almost a half millennium ago by a powerful alliance of priestesses of Lovatar and the Drow from the city of Tilindet. I'm not pronouncing any of this right, am I? In 211 DR, fleeing from the destruction of the homeland by the then great kingdoms of Unther and Mulhorand, 4 tribes of barbarians entered Dambrath. They found a coast where the dolphins danced and plains where the grass was long. They roamed from the borders of the walls of Halrua and far east as the current borders of Estegund. They soon became known as the Archaean, or People of the Wind. In 545 DR, a great war chief, Reinhar, arose to lead the tribes. The halflings of Liren were quickly enslaved, and several of the coastal cities of Durpar were captured or razed. Estegund fell to his rule, and eventually Reinhar turned his attention to Halrua. An army of 40,000 horsemen and a fleet of 50 ships mounted a coordinated attack, and even though Reinhar was able to get beyond the walls of Halrua and occupy the cities of Mithil, Gadel, and Zalsu, their magics proved to be more than a match for the invaders. Reinhar was finally defeated in a great battle at Sulazir by the archmage Mycontil and his troop of wizards. Reinhar's son, Reinhar II, took command of the army and set out on a 2-month overland retreat. He arrived home with 1,000 surviving fighting men and no shaven. Reinhar II proved to be as good ruler in defeat as his father was in war. He consolidated his forces and pulled home almost all of his troops, as he knew that the defeat made them tempting prey for raiders and encroaching monsters. This action allowed for the safe development of his people. By the time the 9th Reinhar was king in 802 DR, The Arcanes were fat and lazy. Reinhard IX, or Reinhard the Foolish as he is more commonly known, insisted upon expanding his nation to gain more gold to finance his military campaigns. He ordered the mining of many rich lodes of silver and electrum in the Knoll Watch Mountains, but before his plans of expansion could begin, the miners encountered the Drow of Tilinder. The Drow were outraged and began a steady series of raids and attacks on the Arcan strongholds. Whole villages were destroyed overnight, and no traces of the invaders could be found. Reinhard IX committed the foolhardy action of attacking the Drow in retaliation. While the Arcaeans managed to get a force into the Drow city, this action only succeeded in uniting the normally chaotic Drow. For once, the full power of a Drow city was turned against an enemy. The battle quickly moved back to the surface. Reinhard's raiders were wiped out, leaving Reinhard with only a small portion of his original military. This was not enough for the Drow, who demanded total enslavement of the entire surface nation. The Arcaeans resisted valiantly, and the war went on for 3 decades at tremendous cost in life to both sides. Wow, there's a lot of this. Finally, the Drow had the Arcaean forces cornered at Baldur. Almost without hope, the defenders were overjoyed when a group of half-elven pilgrims appeared on the scene. The High Priestess, Kathir Shintar, offered the aid of her clerics to help defend the city, and Reinhard took this to be an omen from the gods. A priestess was placed with almost every company. Within a 10-day, the Drow struck. The priestesses did indeed prove to be of great aid, but to the Drow, every priestess turned on the Arcaeans, and Kathir herself slew Reinhard. The Drow were still weakened by the battle, and only the presence of the priestesses enabled them to win. Kathir, realizing the unique advantages she possessed, made a deal that even the suspicious Drow embraced. Her priestesses would rule the land. In exchange, they would provide access to the surface for the Drow, trading weapons, slaves, and supplies. The Drow were delighted with this brazen offer from a surface dweller. Reinhard being slain and the insult avenged, and after 30 years of war, the Drow were not particularly interested in Dambrath. They did insist, however, on taking the best captured males as slaves. Kathir quickly agreed to this, seeing the males as an obstacle to her own power. Kathir ruled for 205 years. She fulfilled her promise to make Dambrath, or the Nation of Pain, a bastion of evil in the realms. In her time, Kathir saw the priesthood of Loviatar expand to thousands, and faith in the Beast Lords previously worshipped by the Arcaeans was nearly eradicated. Many of the Arcaeans were unable to escape their new mistresses, and flee to Swagdar. There they resumed their almost forgotten nomadic life. The priestesses of Loviatar continued to enjoy good relations with the Drow, and some even took mates, creating a race of Drow half-elves. These dark half-elves became known as the Crintri, or Noble Ones. Most are priestesses of Loviatar, though many are mages as well. They consolidated their power, learning much of the area from the Shibali, or Lower Ones, as the Arcaeans are now called. The capital of Dambrath was established at Kathir, built after Kathir's passing and named in her honor. Her death came at the hands of her daughter, Filina, who had grown tired of waiting for her mother to die. Filina ruled for only 5 years, however, before her own daughter, Kathake, assumed the throne in the same fashion. Kathake ruled for 54 years, eventually falling in battle against a gold dragon. She died childless, and her niece, Melanith, assumed the throne. Melanith faced an increasing population and unrest among males who longed for a return to their prestige of old. Melanith did not return to their previous status, but she did make use of them. Fearing that the great nations of Mulhorand and Unther might rise again, she decided that mundane tasks, such as the defense of the kingdom, would be handled by men. She was the first to name a male to the post of war chief. Sadalar, a Crinti, became the queen's consort. His term as war chief was characterized by widespread bribery and corruption. He was, however, responsible for getting many privileges returned to the Arcaeans. After Melanith's rule, the Shibali were considered second-class citizens rather than slaves. Though males were granted more power during her rule, Melanith also solidified the split between the sexes. While the rulers of Dambrath had been females for over 2 centuries, it was more because of competence than gender. Melanith, however, decreed that men could have no authority except over other men. The female-led hierarchy of Loviatar was quick to back this move. Many of the bravest and best men of the kingdom perished in raids on Estegund, Durpar, the bandit tribes of Veldorn, and against the gnolls that had returned to the Knollwatch Mountains. Some even fought at the side of the Drow in their battle with the the word I'm not going to attempt again, city of Aventine. The deep gnomes were destroyed, but so were the Shibali. The Drow and the Crinti were largely unharmed, and for their aid, the Crinti were rewarded with a number of Drow males to breed into their race. Melanith took a Drow male as her consort to replace Sadalar, who had perished in the conflict. The Drow, Nim Inthig, fathered 3 daughters and a son. It was at this time that Melanith began the isolationist policy that Dambrath still follows today. Melanith ruled for 156 years, her daughter Ostalil for 125. The current queen of Dambrath, Yanandra, who is known in Dambrath as the Pirate Queen, is said to have sailed as far south as Saqqara on pillaging raids. Yanandra has been ruling for 71 years and is beginning to show signs of age. She has 3 daughters as well, named Luathrin, Meltruil, and Hasifir. While she does remain extremely popular, especially to the Crinti, the children of leaders in this land are not known to patiently wait their turn. Whew, that was a long one. Okay, and what is this one? The History of Tethir, which I hope is a little bit shorter. For the past 1,500 years, Tethir has had a single, strong royal family ruling with absolute power. One moment, I need to drink something after that long one. Oh, that feels better already. When a king died or became incapacitated, his oldest son took the throne. As the family trees of those close to power became more intertwined and complicated, there were the inevitable wars of succession and bickering over which second cousin was the true heir to the throne. Civil wars were brief, however, and once the fighting was over, the system returned to normal until the next major dispute in the next few hundred years or so. The established reoccurring cycle was broken 10 years ago. The current ruling family had been in power for over 350 years, so long that they had dropped their own family name centuries ago, no one even remembers it now, and simply called themselves Tethir. King Alamander IV was comfortably ruling from Castle Tethir, and the country seemed happy enough, but there was a broad current of dissatisfaction among the people of Tethir. Non-humans were forbidden by law to own land, and since most rights and privileges accorded citizens were based on land ownership, they became second-class citizens as well. Things were especially bad for elves, who were driven deep into the forest of Tethir by royal armies. Alamander IV took land away from rightful owners and gave it to nobles who promised larger contributions to the royal treasury. These social and economic inequities, coupled with several harsh winters and bad harvests in a row, made the time ripe for a change. It takes more than just a couple of lousy winters to depose a king, however. It takes treachery as well. In the case of the fall of House Tethir, it took an ambitious general and an impatient royal heir. Prince Alamander grew tired of waiting for the robust Alamander IV to make room for him, so he struck a deal with General Nashram Sharbanath, commander of the king's largest army. While Sharbanath marched his army towards Tethir, bringing along a sizable group of angry peasants recruited with the promise of land reform, the would-be Alamander V downplayed alarming reports from the king's spies and advisors, silencing the most persistent permanently through murder or exile. By the time Sharbanath's army arrived and laid siege to Castle Tethir, it was too late for loyalists to help. As Sharbanath launched a direct assault on the castle, using the expendable peasants as shock troops, a handful of elite soldiers let in a secret entrance by the prince would eliminate key guards and open the gates. At the same time, the prince, one of the few people allowed to see the king directly, would murder his father. A fire set by the elite troops would destroy evidence of treachery. The general and the prince would emerge from the conflagration and announce a new joint government. The plan was executed perfectly, but only up to a point. Sharbanath double-crossed the prince. His men were much too efficient in setting the castle ablaze, and Prince Alamander, along with most of his fellow conspirators, died horribly in the fire. At about the same time, a spy planted on the general's inner staff by the equally duplicitous Alamander murdered the general and dissolved his body with a powerful acid before anyone could come to his aid. To make matters worse, everyone had underestimated the resentment the people felt for the royal family. Once Castle Tithir began to fall, there was no holding back the mob. In one night, the proudest, strongest castle in all the country was reduced to a smoking ruin. Everything of value, fine tapestries, plates and silverware, furniture, jewelry, weapons, clothes, armor, paintings, statues, and so on, was either stolen, burned, or just ripped apart and stomped into the dust. As news of the fall of the royal family spread, so did the chaos. In what is now known as the 10 Black Days of Elend, anyone known or even suspected of blood connection to the royal family was put to the sword. This led to some darkly humorous moments as social climbers who had bragged just a week before of being a sixth cousin twice removed of a royal aunt tried in vain to convince an angry mob that they were only kidding. The nobles, who were the biggest supporters of the royal family, also came under attack, and some baronial keeps fell. Local leaders who had adequately distanced themselves from the Tethir family, or were popular enough, or feared or strong enough, survived. These surviving nobles became the initial players in the fight to decide the fate of Tethir. One thing was certain. Any leader or type of government that too closely resembled rule under the Tethirs would not be accepted. Royalist became a dirty word in Tethir society. The power struggle continues to this day, and there is no sign of it ending anytime soon. Oh, it wasn't as long as the other one, but man. Okay. Now we unpause.
Hey there.
Guy's still beating on the bookshelf. What's in this bookshelf? More books. Oh boy. Books and scrolls. History of the Dead 3. History of Halrua again. History of the Zentarum. Goody. Wait a minute. Well, the Halrua is the one that I just read. The Zentarum... History of the Zentarum to Zentsworth. Much confusion exists in the realms regarding Zentil Keep and the not-so-secret society known as the Black Network or Zentarum. The two are closely tied, such that a speaker may refer to one when meaning the other and still be clearly understood. In general, both mean trouble. Zentil Keep is a walled, independent city on the western shores of the Moon Sea. It is one of the most evil cities in the realms, a blight on the north, and a haven for evil groups, plotting manipulators, dark religions, and foul practices. Its rulers seek to dominate the lands around it, including the Dragonspine Mountains, Yulash, Vunlar, and the neighboring Dales. The city of Zentil Keep and its armies, known as the Zentilar to make matters more confusing, have destroyed Teschendale, come close to destroying Daggerdale, and for a long time had an agent ruling Shadowdale. The Zentarum is an organization of evil priests, wizards, and inhuman creatures bent on controlling all the trade and power between the Sword Coast, meaning Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep, and the Moon Sea, including the intervening lands of Cormyr and Anarach. Its aims in the Moon Sea area are the same as Zentil Keep's, and the two factions work hand in glove, often sharing the same membership. The Zentarum have a more far-reaching effect than the Zentil Keep, though, and have agents throughout the north. In addition, the Zentarum are not limited to Zentil Keep itself, and maintain a number of fortified outposts. Their rulership has spread with the passing years. In addition to being the dominant force in Zentil Keep, the Zentarum control the Citadel of the Raven and Darkhold, two important castle complexes. Over the years, more power has been moving away from Zentil Keep, filled with a lot of unknown and untrustworthy flunkies, and into these more secure areas. Within the Dalelands area, Zentarum smells of Zentil Keep and vice versa, but in reality, not every keeper, yet another name for a native of Zentil Keep, is of the Black Network, and not every agent of the Zentarum is from Zentil Keep. Adventurers should watch who they trust as a result. Thanks. Okay, History of the Dead 3. Knucklebones, Skull Bowling, and the Empty Throne. Oh boy, this is another long one. In ages past there was but one god of strife, death, and the dead, and he was known as Jurgel, lord of the end of everything. Jurgel fomented and fed on the discord among mortals and powers alike. When beings slew each other in their quest for power or in their hatred, he welcomed them into his shadowy kingdom of eternal gloom. As all things died, everything came to him eventually, and over time he built his power into a kingdom unchallenged by any other god. Eventually, however, he grew tired of his duties, for he knew them too well. Without challenge there is nothing, and in nothingness there is only gloom. In such a state, the difference between absolute power and absolute powerlessness is undetectable. I think I've read this one. I'm pretty sure I've read this one before. And looking at the time, I don't really want to read the whole thing if I've already read it before.
What's the story? Not a problem.
Kneel and repent.
Anything? Apparently not. Let's just, continue. I want to find a good stopping place because it is midnight here.
Whatever you like.
Which is nominally my stopping time.
Tell me.
I just...
Oh, you bet.
I need a good place to stop.
Sweetheart?
Safana, if you would...
Yes, dear.
Parchment. The following notes are scrawled on in an almost indecipherable hand. For him! For him! In Baal's name I will not break. I keep him in mind. Always, always, always. She is sent to try me. I line them up side by side. The Lord of Murder likes order. He will return. I know he will, and then he will see how faithful I've remained. Then I shall torment Arcana as she has tormented me. I'll take her eyes, roast them and feed them to her one by one, and then regrow them and make her eat them again and again and again and again and... Head aches so badly. I feel someone whispering to me in the dark. Is it Baal? Has my lord returned? The voice tells me my penance is almost at an end. Akana's rule here is done. It must be the Lord of Murder, but I hear the voice so faintly, and my head... Okay, how is she writing things when she's locked in a cage? Are they giving her writing materials? I'm so mystified. Oh. More people.
Hey, gotcha.
Hi, hello, who are all you? Oh.
There are many ways of dealing with such as you.
Something strange is going on with the High Priestess. I hear unsettling sounds at night. Okay. Well, as long as you don't mind us wandering around and looking at your stuff. Nope, nobody cares? Okay then. We'll just, hello?
And
Dynamic
whatever
Hair,
thy
if you would
wills.
close that door, thank you.
Okie doke.
Okay. We have one more door here. Oh man, okay, I guess we're going to be dealing with this and then I'll be calling it a night. I don't know how you made it this far, but your progress and your life ends here. You look to have draconic heritage. Are related to the dragon upstairs by any chance? The one I slew? Give me the Bridgefort Wardstone and no one else has to die. You've problems enough and around here without more slaughter. Can't we talk about this? I'm looking for a Wardstone. Maybe you've seen it? Or bold words. Back them up with action. You know what? Let's cast aspirations on her heritage. Are you related to the dragon upstairs anymore? By any chance? No, it can't be true. You cannot have slain my sister. Whoops. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. These scales show the truth of my words. Oh, but I did, hardly. See, I carry scales shed from her body. Or enough words, time to fight. These scales show the truth of my words. I'll kill you for what you've done. Well, we'll never find out what the weirdness going on is. Yeah, you know what? Just everybody just pile right on.
Coming for you.
Oh, she was very delicate. My goodness. Well, I'll be taking that jail key. Ooh, and the ritual room key too. That sounds like fun.
Yes?
And Corwin will be taking that potion to add to her stock.
I understand.
Whatever you
Safana.
like.
Okay, what do we have here? Zeotar's journal, Akana's journal, and a gold necklace. Okay, I see what I must do. Next week, we'll be picking up with reading these journals and dealing with the rest of the temple. What is this? This mural of a dragon in its death throes has faded with age. Flecks of gold are all that remains of the dragon's original color. The gray shades and chalk white highlights.
They're usually bursting with gold.
Safana, shut up. Flecks of gold are all that remain of the dragon's original color. The gray shades and chalk white highlights of the exposed underpainting give it a somber, ghostly air. Interesting. Anything special about this? Anything you detect? Anything at all? What about you?
Time to go? You bet.
Do you detect anything over here? I do detect some magic, so...
Watch your step. Nothing good comes out of a place like this.
I mean, I agree. Okay, that's for the mural, not for the blood. Alright.
Your knee.
Okay, Safana,
Yes, dear.
you're going to stand over here, and I am going to make a note saying, read journals in desk before leaving room. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, just because I think reading those journals is going to take quite a bit longer than it should, this is where I'm going to call it a night, and we will, when I return next week, the journals is where we will start, and I will save here. There we go. Alright, and so, standing on the body of a dragonborn and prepared to read some journals next time, this is where I will call it a night. So, for anyone who wants to see my previous misadventures in Baldur's Gate, you can find that on my YouTube channel. There is a playlist there. It gets updated every week with the previous stream of Baldur's Gate, so it is the easiest way to keep up with the Baldur's Gate and to catch up if you have missed any of my streams. So it's all very neatly organized there. You don't have to go digging through everything. And I will return to streaming again on Wednesday night. At as close to 7 p.m. as we can get enough people together to form a room, I will be playing either Among Us or Scribble It, or both with my friends. Among Us is well enough known that I don't think it needs any introduction anymore, but Scribble It is a game that's sort of like Pictionary, where one person draws a picture to get across an idea, and everybody else tries to guess what word or name or whatever that person is attempting to represent with that picture. It gets pretty interesting because while some of us can draw, none of us can spell, so it gets pretty funny in parts. And then at somewhere between 10:15, 10:20 or so, when my friends abandon me because they have day jobs and they need this thing called sleep that I've heard of, I go off and I play my Valheim solo server until midnight on Wednesdays. This upcoming... Valheim seems to have been cursed in the last couple of weeks, so it's the same plan for Valheim as it has been the last couple of weeks, which is to get my ship back to my port and also to explore a new island that I found with said ship and to build a portal cabin in that area somewhere close to the swamp zone of that particular island. It's a very small island to have 4 biomes, but I intend to poke around, maybe get lucky and find some turnip seeds or maybe something like that, but we shall see. First it's getting the ship back and building the portal hub, and then it will be time for some exploring. And then on Thursday night, I will return again at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing Surviving the Aftermath for Try Not to Die Thursday. Surviving the Aftermath is a game where the apocalypse has happened, and now I am in charge of a camp of survivors, keeping them alive, keeping them sheltered from the weather and the winter and the wind, keeping them fed, keeping them reasonably happy and reasonably healthy, and all of those joyful things without running out of supplies. So far that has been going okay. I have a much higher population than I really want to deal with, but I apparently can't get around or away from that for some reason. But we're just going to be continuing to try to survive on this upcoming Thursday, and hopefully continuing to succeed. And we'll see what the RNG throws at me. And then, next Sunday night, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I shall be returning to Baldur's Gate, the Siege of Dragonspear, where I will be continuing to explore this temple that once was of Baal and is now of Cyric or Cyril or Cyr or whatever the name of the god was who killed Baal, because there is a secret chamber somewhere in this temple, and I am determined to find it. It's around here somewhere. It's gotta be. So, I'll figure that out hopefully next Sunday, when I read some journals and hopefully find this secret chamber that is so curious. So, that is the upcoming schedule for the week, all of the games that I plan to play and what I plan to do in those games for the games that I can plan anything. You know, everything that is going to be going on. So, tonight has been a lot of fun, and I hope that all of you have had at least as much fun as I have, and I hope that you have a great night. Good night!